This is Indiana High School Softball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Brought to you in part by Coca-Cola, Culver Portside Marina, Nepco Crane and Equipment Services specializing in mobile crane service, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, Ancilla College, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5 Star. The Coca-Cola pregame show with Mitch Columbi is next.
Five Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort. Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here is the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. The Oregon Davis Lady Cat Softball Club hosts their historic county rival in the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. This is Indiana High School Softball. For the last 57 years, we've experienced sports broadcasting greatness here on WKVI. For that, we tip our hat to Harold Welter and thank him for his dedication and service to local high school sports. Thank you, Harold, for all that you have done for Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. I am Mitch Columbi, so glad to be here for you. The tradition continues. This is Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. And we welcome you to Lady Cat Softball Field in Hamlet, Indiana, 46532. Light rain throughout the day, but it has cleared off for the meantime as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. Hey, we are back and ready for another softball broadcast. We have talked with both head coaches of the Oregon Davis Lady Cats and the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays on the Saturday Sports Line the last few weeks, so let's get ready for this one together. When we look at the home team in today's contest, we see the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis have had a tough start to their 2023 campaign. They opened their season up against their other cross-county rival in the Knox Lady Redskins, unfortunately losing 16-2. Then they took a tough loss to Victory Christian Academy 20-6. They followed up with the game against West Central, and boy, West Central's good this season. They unfortunately fell to the Trojans 22-0. Things just didn't get better for them as they took a tough loss to Westville 18-8. They then took on Tri-Township, Victory Christian Academy again, and then Heritage Christian, losing those games as well. The Lady Cats come into today's rivalry contest at 0-7 on the year. When it comes to hitting, this team has shown some signs of life. Malaya Franklin leads the team in batting with a .444 batting average, and right behind her is Hannah Simon with a .286. McKenna Chesser has a .250 in the third in order there, and the Lady Cats have 17 hits on the year with 18 runs. We turn the page now and look at the visiting North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. Head coach Gary Baxter and his Lady Warriors have played 10 games so far this season. They opened their 2023 season at home against North White, where they put up a big-time W. They took on a really good Morgan Township team and just couldn't get in the groove they wanted. They ended up losing the game 17-0. They then took on their county rival in the Knox Lady Redskins, losing 15-5. We were there for that one as it went into extra innings. Since we have seen them, though, that was 2 weeks ago today, they have won 3 games and lost 4. Their big wins there against LaVille, 17-7, Washington Township, 16-6, and Culver Academy, 17-0, stand out as the Lady Jays come into tonight at 6-4 on the year and 1-3 in conference play. When it comes to hitting for these Lady Jays, Kennedy Baxter leads this team with a .467. Right behind her is Brandy Frederick, averaging a .462 at the plate. Frederick also leads the team in on-base percentage with a .611. When on base, the Lady Jays have shown they can steal. They have stolen a base 39 times through the 10 games they have played. Looking at pitching for the Lady Jays, they have used 3 different arms through the 56.1 innings played. They have allowed 98 hits, 96 runs, and have struck out their opponents 54 times. As a team, their ERA right now sits at 8.82 on the year. A beautiful day here in Hamlet, Indiana, as we are at the Hamlet Park in Hamlet, as it was raining most of the day, a little sprinkle here and there, but after talking with the coaches and they're getting the field set up, didn't get muddy. So everything's looking good today. Had a chance to talk with Athletic Director Aubrey Lady of Oregon Davis, and everything is looking like we are going to get this ball game in. We've checked the radar, and I'm not going anywhere. We are sticking through this together as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, refreshing the world, making a difference. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, John. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports. We are lucky to say no injuries to report tonight, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned as the keys to the game, the Auto Part keys to the game, are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Welcome to Marian University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marian University. Marian's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marian University is ranked third most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News and World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marian.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marian.edu/Ancilla.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Wanting something more sporty? Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Now it's time for the Keys to the Game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right, as we get set for Indiana high school softball action, we talk about the Auto Park keys to the game for the home team in this one, and it's simple for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. Protect home field. You have got to forget about season records tonight and show up ready to play against a cross-county rival like the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. It's all or nothing in a game like this. Now, flip sides for the away team in this one. The North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays keys to the game are going to have to focus on getting out to a strong start. You know, the weather hasn't been our friend today, and field conditions may be off, so you have to be ready as the away team to come out swinging in a cross-county matchup. Hey, both of these teams lost to the third school in Stark County they would rather not name in the Knox Lady Redskins, so someone is going to have to step up and rise above the occasion today. That's your keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Marian University's Ancilla College. If you are looking for a place to continue your education, visit marian.edu/Ancilla. Time to sit back, pop open an ice-cold Coke, and chill as the Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our standard plumbing, heating, and air conditioning starting lineups are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Hey folks, Auto Park Ford LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible healthcare experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Now, the standard plumbing, heating, and air conditioning starting lineups.
For the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis in the field to start today, we will see Sarah Thompson in left field, Malaya Franklin in center field, and Mariah Linares in right field. The infield shows Katie McCallum at third, Sasha Thompson at second, Nova Gregory at first. Haley Simon will be the shortstop. McKenna Chesser behind home plate as the catcher, and Hannah Simon gets the call to start on the mound in this one for the Lady Cats. For the Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre, their batting order shows catcher Sophia Chaffins leading off, then shortstop Kenya Cooper, can't even read my own writing. Pitcher Molly Madsen, and center fielder Elizabeth Schiponi as the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth will be second baseman Kennedy Dushak, then the left fielder Anna Garbison, third base Gracie Minix at the 7, first baseman Reagan Hensley at the 8 slot, and at the bottom of the lineup we will see right fielder Emma Baxter. That is our standard plumbing, heating, and air conditioning starting lineup for today, as we will be back to get set for the first pitch. You are listening to KVB's WKVI.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we've been serving family farms for over 130 years. We've seen our customers succeed in good times, pull through in tough times, and we've learned some lessons along the way. So we appreciate the customers we have today by finding the solutions they'll be looking for tomorrow. Are you ready to talk about your farm operation? Stop by a branch or visit us online at ffbt.com. First Farmers Bank and Trust, Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From Lady Cat Softball Field in Hamlet, Indiana, two historic rivals face off in a battle for Stark County. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be here. Hey, don't hesitate to follow us on social media. We are on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. You can listen to us on your phone. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. No excuses. We are literally in the palm of your hand. Well, we are getting ready and set for this fantastic matchup between the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis and the Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre. You know, we weren't sure if we were going to get this game in. A little rain this morning and throughout the day, but the field's been checked, and looks like we are going to be able to get this game in full. Haven't heard thunder, haven't seen lightning. A little sprinkling about 45 minutes ago when we were setting up here, but the KVB booth is up here and ready right behind home plate in front of the fence. That'll keep me safe, that's for sure. We almost were thinking I might have to do the game in the car, which we have the capability of doing, but I didn't want to keep my car in foul territory, so we went ahead and decided we're going to chance it today, and I think it's going to work out great. So some gray skies today. The sun is not really out at all today. A little gloomy, but we are going to make sure that this Stark County battle happens today between the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays and the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. Our umpires for today are Chris Mathias and Karen K.C. Carswell. I'm Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are about to be set for Indiana High School softball from Hamlet, Indiana. Today's first pitch is brought to you by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week, given out each weekend on the Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold welter. And with Harold just recently being inducted in the Indiana Sports Writers and Sportscasters Hall of Fame, KVB got even more good news last week as Tony the Boss Ross of WYMR, that's Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's Max 98.3 FM, was given the Excellence in Football Media Award at the 17th Annual Gritty Award Banquet. So we congratulate Tony the Boss Ross, as we're going to have a chance to talk with him tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line in the second hour. We actually also have Al Breifogel of Indiana Football Digest and the Gritty Awards, as he's going to tell us a little bit about this award that Tony won, give us some history, some background on the Gritties. It is its 17th annual, and it's in conjunction with the Indiana Football Digest and the Indianapolis Colts, who I'm a huge fan of. But shout out to Matt Ketchum down in Indianapolis listening. He was so happy with their pick last night. So, the NFL draft was last night, and we so are appreciative of having Tony Ross be part of the KVB family, and I sure hope he knows how much we appreciate him, as we are about to be set here. And we do remind you, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting is going to historic Wrigley Field to catch the Chicago Cubs take on the Boston Red Sox Saturday, July 15th. You can hop on a chartered bus at KVB headquarters and be chauffeured all the way to the friendly confines. This trip is for individuals 21 and over, so all you parents listening, this is your getaway opportunity. Call 574-772-6241. We also remind you every morning to join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central. He does such a good job every morning for us at WKVI. You can also catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News Director Anita Gooden, who covers news on WYMR and WKVI. Catch our stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. Local, that's what we're about here at Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. Between WKVI and WYMR, we covered nearly 20 schools in this area. I've said it before. I've talked with Harold about it. I really don't know of another local radio station in this area of Indiana, or in Indiana for that matter of fact. I don't know of another radio station that's covering this many schools. So we are just so proud to be bringing you this type of sports and this type of news. We just really are so proud of what we do, and we are so happy to be bringing it to you. As it looks like the umpires are here now. Looks like they are ready to go. As we do remind you, it's Chris Mathias and Karen Casey Carswell. Seeing some of my old friends here at Oregon Davis. We saw Athletic Director Aubrey Lady. We also saw Principal Duval. Had a chance to fist bump with head coach Gary Baxter. He's just got here a little bit ago. They've warmed up in the infield with their team. We're going to see Molly Madsen on the mound today for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. If you remember, we saw Molly Madsen a couple of weeks ago tonight against the Knox Lady Redskins. She did so well on the mound for them the whole game. It just got away from them late, and the Lady Redskins, just like we saw last night, they can put up the runs, and they just did so well last night against Tri Township. But every game we've had a chance to see the Knox Lady Redskins, they really have just turned on the heat. They really know what they're doing right now, and they've been able to beat both of their cross-county rivals in the Oregon Davis Lady Cats and the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. So this game is everything. It means everything right now. You definitely don't want to lose to both of your county rivals. So whoever wins this game is definitely going to take some bragging rights here, as it looks like both coaches are meeting up with the umpires right now, switching over their batting orders. Talking things over here at home plate. As I was talking with Paul Dunn yesterday, you always wonder what really goes on in these conversations. I'd love to mic them up, but that might not be a good idea, really. But it's always interesting to see what these coaches have to say to each other, and then hearing what the umpires have to say, the type of game they want to see, and I'm sure they want to see a clean game, a hard-fought, clean game, the typical response. But they're just kind of going over some things right now. As we will go through our starting lineups one more time for you. We are going to see first up to bat for the Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre, the catcher Sophia Chaffins, and then the shortstop Kenya Cooper, the pitcher Molly Madsen, and at the 4 cleanup hitter will be center fielder Elizabeth Chaponi. Batting fifth will be second baseman Kennedy Dushak, then the left fielder Anna Garbison. Third baseman Gracie Minix at the 7, first baseman Reagan Hensley at the 8 slot, and at the bottom of the lineup we will see right fielder Emma Baxter. We see out in the field for the Lady Cats of Oregon-Davis, Sarah Thompson, who we remember that name. She was one of our Tyler Roth WKVI Athletes of the Week earlier on this year, as she is a freshman doing so fantastic in basketball. As now she is in softball season, and we're going to see her up to the plate here in a little bit as she will lead off for the Lady Cats of Oregon-Davis. And she will also be in left field. Malaya Franklin is in center field, and we haven't seen her yet this season. This is actually our first time seeing the Lady Cats of Oregon-Davis, so we're a little more familiar with North Judson than we are, North Judson-San Pierre, I should say, than the Oregon-Davis Lady Cats, but at least we know some of the names. And then Mariah Linares in right field. The infield shows Katie McCallum at third, Sasha Thompson at second, Nova Gregory at first, Haley Simon will be the shortstop, McKenna Chesser behind home plate is the catcher, and Hannah Simon gets the call to start on the mound in this one for the Lady Cats. So they're still going over some things in the batting order, trying to make sure everything's up to par here. As when we got here a little earlier, they were still preparing the field, getting the lines freshly painted. Here in Hamlet Park of Hamlet, Indiana. So glad to be here. I'm Mitch Columbi, going solo this evening. Should be a good night. Good Friday night softball action. We also remind you tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line, we will talk to several of our area head coaches. We're going to talk some golf tomorrow. Actually have Knox head coach James Adcock in the morning. We're also going to talk some track from Knox. We haven't talked to Pat Compton yet. We're going to have him in studio. And we'll also hear from Culver baseball head coach Mike Pazin. That's all in the morning on the Saturday Sports Line. So excited to be doing that show. You know, that's one thing when I first took this job, I was a little nervous about waking up early every Saturday morning. And as time went on, I just realized how important it was to the coaches and the area as a whole. It's actually been the highlight of my job. I love the Saturday Sports Line. It's so much fun to do, and it's fun to talk with all of our area coaches, sometimes players. And that Saturday morning show is really something special, and I've learned to love it over this year of being here. My first inaugural season here at WKVI, and it's just been an honor to be part of this tradition that Harold Welter set. He set the bar high, and like I said before, we just want to take over where he set it and maybe push it a little bit farther. We'll see what we can do to just keep continuing this tradition and make it better and better, and that's what we're all about here. And they're still going over things. What are they talking about here? My gosh, they're having a long conversation here, as they're getting on the same page. Looks like they're smiling and joking. What are they planning on, what they're going to go for dinner afterwards maybe? I don't know. Just going over the rules, it looks like. Here we go. They're shaking hands now. So we are going to be set here for the first pitch, which I mentioned is brought to you in part by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. Shout out to Tina down there at Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack. She always does such a fantastic job getting my things together. As my KVB Spring Sport Collection's about to drop. I'm very excited about that. I'll have a little update. I'm wearing my jacket from football season, so we'll have a little spring sport action coming our way here in the next week or so. I'm really excited to see how it comes out, as Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack do nothing but first-class service, and we are so proud that they are part of this tradition. We also remind you today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. And finally, today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 43 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. So the Lady Cats are going to take the field, as we've had to bundle up a little bit here. It's windier than normal. I believe I was wearing shorts a couple of weeks ago for our first broadcast. Now here we are back in sweats and a jacket, trying to stay warm here as it cooled down today from the rain. So on the mound right now, warming up, is number 4 for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, Hannah Simon. First time we've had a chance to see her this season. She's going to be batting in the bottom half of the inning in the 4th slot, so she is the cleanup hitter. So not only is she a pitcher on this team, it looks like she can get the bats going. She can also slug things out of here. This is a bigger than normal softball field than I think we've seen in our area. It's there's no sign that says how far the outfield fence is, but boy, it seems a little bit bigger than our other area softball diamonds. As this will be interesting to see how this plays out here in this one. Cross-county battle. As Terry Minix would say, in 91 other counties, it's just a game, but in Stark County, it's a war. And we've got North Judson-San Pierre on the road here in Hamlet, Indiana at Hamlet Park, and we are going to see stepping into the batter's box, Sophia Chaffins. Sophia Chaffins, number 22, the catcher, steps into the batter's box. And we are underway here at Hamlet Park. The first pitch from Hannah Simon. Oh, man, it gets away from her, and it's going to hit Sophia Chaffins on the first pitch. So Sophia is going to get on base. Hit by pitch there. So she takes her free base, and she's on first. Next up, stepping into the batter's box, we see Kenya Cooper, the shortstop. Number 2 in the batting order here, as here's the first offering from Simon. Ball up top, and they're going to try to steal second. Chaffins gets in there easily. So now the Lady Jays have a runner in scoring position. 2 pitches in 1 already in scoring position for the Lady Jays. Here's the 1-0 from Hannah Simon. Strike call that time as she got it right down the middle. As Kenya Cooper, she is a .292 batting average. This is her 31st plate appearance of the season. Here's the 1-1. Got away from her and got past the catcher, and that's going to advance the runner to 3, so Chaffins is now on third. That one just slipped out of Simon's hands, unfortunately. With it being a little colder out here, it's just she's got a sweater on. It's a little different here. When the weather changes like this, you're used to playing in heat and the wind, and it's cold now. You've just got to play with the elements here. Next pitch gets away from the catcher, and here comes the runner home, and she's going to get there easily to make the first run for the Lady Jays. It's Sophia Chaffins. Book it for her, and it's 1-0 here in this one. Cooper digs back in. This is, like I said, her 31st plate appearance of the year. She has 7 hits and 6 RBIs on the season thus far. As here's the next offering from Simon, up and high away, and it got away from her that time as well. Just trying to get used to the elements here, as that's going to walk Kenya Cooper, so she takes her first base, her free base, I should say, and now we're going to see stepping into the batter's box, freshman number 7, Molly Madsen. Here's the first offering from Simon. Ball up top. Good eye from Madsen. We saw her jack one out of the park against the Knox Lady Redskins, and we found out against her best friend, Cheryl Barnes. Next pitch from Hannah Simon gets away from the catcher, McKenna Chesser, as she had to chase it down, but that advances the runner. Kenya Cooper to second. So nobody out. The count's 2-0. Here's the pitch from Simon. Swing and a miss from Molly Madsen, and then off the miss, it looks like it got past McKenna Chesser, and advancing to third is Kenya Cooper. So the Lady Jays have gotten a runner on third from the top of the batting order, both to start, have gotten to third and in scoring position here, and Molly Madsen set to go for the 2-1. Ball up top, it gets past McKenna Chesser again, and here comes the third. Oh, wow, she slid in home, and she's safe. Close one there as Hannah Simon covered the home plate, but not in time. And scoring again, Kenya Cooper now for her first run of the afternoon, and it's 2-0. The Lady Jays lead here with no out and nobody on. This is going to be Molly Madsen stepping back into the batter's box, and we'll see what happens here. Here's the pitch. And ball 4 as she walks Molly Madsen. So Madsen takes her base. We are now going to see the cleanup hitter, Elizabeth Schaponi, number 8 here for the Lady Jays. Schaponi, a .269 batting average on the season. This is her 32nd plate appearance. She has 7 hits and 5 runs. First offering from Simon up high, and now Madsen tries to take 2, and she gets there before the throw. So a nice job by Molly Madsen getting into scoring position for the Lady Jays yet again, and they are having their way here at the top of the first. Here's Simon's pitch. Strike called. Nice placement there as that makes it 1-1 now. And there goes Madsen to take third, and she's going to get in easily. Wow, she just waited on the catcher to throw back to Simon, and right when that happened, she took off and got to third. So now the third batter in order for the Lady Jays gets on third, and she is just 90 feet away from coming home. Ball gets away down and in the dirt, and Molly Madsen's going to go ahead and take home. So that's 3 quick runs here in the top of the first as things are happening fast for the Lady Jays here as the top 3 have all scored already, and Elizabeth Schaponi digs back in here. I've lost the count. Here's the next pitch from Hannah Simon. And ball up top that time. 3-1's the count here as Schaponi digs in. Simon deals the 3-1. And another ball got away from her just right when the wind picks up, and that makes it ball 4. She is going to get walked. So that puts Elizabeth Schaponi on first base, and now stepping in, the number 5 hitter, number 14, Kennedy Dushak. She will be on second base. As here's the first offering from Hannah Simon. Ball up top, runner's going to take 2. They throw to second to Tagger, but not in time. And Schaponi slides in and gets into scoring position for the Lady Jays. She's just shaking her head. I don't think she can believe it. Things are just going the Lady Jays' way here so far, and they are taking hold of this opportunity. Here's the next offering. Up high over the catcher's mitt, and that's going to move the runner to third. So making it to third now is Elizabeth Schaponi. Tough start here for the Lady Cats as the Lady Jays are taking hold of this opportunity here. Dushak steps back in. Here's the offering from Simon. Ball outside, got away from her that time. As it's 3-0 here, 3-0 the count. She's going to have to get one right in the strike zone here on this one. Here's the 3-0. And she got that one in there. Nice placement from Hannah Simon as it's 3-1 now. Kennedy Dushak, the 5th hitter here. In order, no out, 1 on. It's 2-0 here in this one. Here's the 3-1. And it slipped out of her hand, and here comes the runner all the way home, and she's going to score. So that is Elizabeth Schaponi bringing it home. So that makes it 3-0 now, excuse me. 3-0, and one runner is still on, and it's Kennedy Dushak, who just got walked off of that 4th ball. So now stepping in is Anna Garbison, the left fielder. Ball gets away that time again up top, and that's going to advance the runner Kennedy Dushak. So now she's in scoring position on second. This is Anna Garbison. She's a 200 batting average. This is her 31st plate appearance of the season. She has 5 hits, 4 runs, and 3 RBIs, and she's got a runner in scoring position here. Next pitch, some contact, but it goes foul. As it's just been a tough start for the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis. Next pitch from Hannah Simon. Got away from her that time over the catcher, and that advances the runner to third. So that's Kennedy Dushak now on third and 90 feet away from scoring their 4th run in the top of the first. The Blue Jays have just come out ready to go. Here's the next offering from Hannah Simon. And up and over the catcher again. It just can't get in the strike zone, and sliding in safe for the 4th run is number 14, Kennedy Dushak. And now it's 4-0. The Lady Jays lead early here in this one. So tough start for the Lady Cats as we thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring today's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Garbison stepping back in for the Lady Jays, and here's the offering from Simon. Ball 4 up top, and that's going to walk Garbison. So all batters so far, all 6 batters to start for the Lady Jays have gotten on base. It's just not been the start the Lady Cats needed here, as this is going to be Gracie Minix, the 3rd baseman, stepping in for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. The number 7 hitter. First pitch into the dirt, down and low, and that advances the runner to second easily. As that's Anna Garbison now in scoring position for the Lady Jays. And the count is 1-0 here. Simon deals. Strike call that time. Evening the count, and 1-1 here. Hamlet Park, beautiful Hamlet, Indiana. So glad you joined us here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Simon's next pitch over the head of the catcher, and that advances the runner to third now. So Anna Garbison now on third. It's just been all Lady Jays here. As here's the next pitch from Hannah Simon. Top of the first, nobody out, 1 on. Called strike inside, and he liked that one. Runner on third. Here's the pitch from Simon. Almost got away from McKenna Chesser, but a good job by her of getting in front of that one. As Gracie Minix is going to step back in here and dig in. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Gracie Minix goes down swinging as Hannah Simon finally gets something going here, and that might be what she needed. 1 out here with 1 on in the top of the first. It's 4-0. The Lady Jays are in control with a runner on third, and stepping in now is Reagan Hensley, the first baseman for the Lady Jays. The first offering's a strike right in the zone, and I think Simon's feeling it now. That's exactly what she needed to have happen. A little confidence boost here as she is ahead in the count, 0-1 here to Reagan Hensley. Here's the 0-1 from Simon. Oh, man, it gets away from the catcher, and this brings the runner home, Garbison, and she's going to get there easily. So a couple of pitches have gotten past McKenna Chesser. Hannah Simon and McKenna Chesser just trying to feel each other out right now, as things just haven't been the Lady Cats' way so far. Boy, this is tough. It's a lot of fight here they're going to have to do, as it's now 4-0 here. Top of the first. Strike called on the next pitch, and that's 0-2 to Reagan Hensley. Ball up top on the next pitch. Two-two's the count here. Simon deals. Big hit back to left field, and it's going to go over Sarah Thompson's head. And this is going to be digging for two. Reagan Hensley all the way to second. She's going to turn for three. Now she is going all the way home. She's going to try to get an in the park home run, and she's going to make it happen. Oh, man. Reagan Hensley with a deep hit to left field, and she gets around the bases for an inside the park home run. My goodness. So, looks like they're going to have a chat with Hannah Simon out on the mound here as the infield comes together to talk to her. Maybe a little confidence boost here, as things have just kind of gotten out of control here. With one out, nobody on now, we are going to see the bottom of the lineup, Emma Baxter, step in. Everybody has scored except for Gracie Minix, which means it is 7-0 here in the top of the first. So now they've talked to her, getting her confidence back up here. Now this is going to be Emma Baxter now stepping into the batter's box for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. 7-0 here, top of the first. Nobody on and one out. And the 9-hitter steps in here for the Lady Jays. First pitch. Strike called as Simon gets ahead of the count here. Baxter's a .467 on the year. This is her 20th plate appearance. She has 7 runs and 7 hits, 3 RBIs on the season. Here's the 0-1 from Simon. Ball up top, evening the count at 1-1 here. Unofficially, I have 40 pitches. That was on this top first inning for Hannah Simon. That was her 40th pitch as she deals the 1-1. Low and inside, and it just grazes the catcher, making it 2-1 now. Two on the count, top of the first here. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 called, as Baxter was wanting that one for sure. So back to evening the count at 2-2 here. And Hannah Simon is going to deal. Gets away from her that time again. Ball 3 here, so full count. Full count here for Emma Baxter as she steps back in, and Hannah Simon is trying to get this second out here. Here's the full count. Pop-up foul over our heads to the right, and that will be another chance here for Emma Baxter. She digs back in for the full count. Cross-county rivalry between the between the Oregon Davis Lady Cats and the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays here in Hamlet, Indiana. Here's the full count. And ball 4 up top. Good eye from Emma Baxter as she gets on base. And we're going back to the top of the batting order. Number 22, Sophia Chaffins. who was walked on her first at bat and was able to score, able to bring a run home. We're still in the top of the first here. Sophia Chaffins, a .414 batting average. This is her 36th plate appearance of the season, her second of the day, and a hit right past the Hannah Simon, the pitcher. They get picked up by the second baseman, and they throw over to first to get the out. So that's out number 2 here in the top of the first. It advances Emma Baxter to second to get into scoring position. So now we see Kenya Cooper stepping in here, the shortstop, for her second plate appearance of the afternoon, and we're still in the top of the first here. As here's the first offering from Simon. Inside, a little chin music there. Had to dip out of the way there of that one was Kenya Cooper. They check the runner at second by throwing down to the third baseman, Katie McCallum. And that keeps Emma Baxter at bay on 2. Here's the pitch from Simon. Ball up top again, and then they throw down to third just to keep an eye on Baxter, as they know the Jays want to steal something here. Simon back on the bump, steps in, kicks and deals. Big hit, pop to left field, and Sarah Thompson's going to make the play for out number 3, and that's the top of the first. We'll be back for the bottom. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we've been serving family farms for over 130 years. We've seen our customers succeed in good times, pull through in tough times, and we've learned some lessons along the way. So we appreciate the customers we have today by finding the solutions they'll be looking for tomorrow. Are you ready to talk about your farm operation? Stop by a branch or visit us online at ffbt.com. First Farmers Bank and Trust. Equal Opportunity Lender. Member FDIC.
7-0 here at Hamlet Park, as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays did an excellent job to start this game, I should say. As we go to the bottom of the first, we are going to see the Oregon Davis Lady Cats step into the batter's box. First up is third baseman Katie McCallum. Still a little gray skies here this afternoon, as we're so glad to be here. I'm Mitch Columby. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, as WKVI will always be here. So we are going to the bottom of the first. We're going to the top of the batting order here to see Katie McCallum for the first time this afternoon. And also Molly Madsen on the mound for the Lady Jays. We saw her against the Lady Redskins a couple of weeks ago, actually 2 weeks ago today. She did a very good job on the mound. It just got away from her late in the game, and that's where the Lady Redskins were able to take over. 48 pitches from Hannah Simon in the first half inning, as that was a dreadful one for her to have to go through. The Lady Jays just came to play today. So, first offering from Molly Madsen's a swing and a miss. Strike one called. Nice placement there by her. McCallum, a 167 batting average on the year. She swings and misses on the second offering from Madsen. This is her 21st plate appearance of the year for McCallum. She has 2 hits and 3 runs on the season. Here's the 0-2 from Madsen. Strike 3 called, and perfect placement from Molly Madsen for out number 1. And stepping up next is number 17, Haley Simon. So the infield goes to talk with Molly. A little powwow here. As out number 1 for the Lady Jays, it's 7-0 here. And Haley Simon stepping in, the shortstop. First pitch from Madsen. Had a little heat on that one, and that's strike one. Nice placement there by her. She's got her A game on today. You can see it in her eyes. She means business. As here's the next pitch from Madsen. Strike two called, so she's getting work done on the plate. Right in the zone, right where she wants to be. She gets the call from the dugout. Looks at her playbook on her wrist and deals. Strike three, and a missed opportunity for Haley Simon as she let it go by for out number 2 here in the bottom of the first. And the Lady Jays are making quick work of today. Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. Next up, the third hitter in order, McKenna Chesser, catcher for the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis. Ball inside called that time, as that's the first ball thrown from Molly Madsen here this afternoon. The 1-0 from Madsen. Ball up top that time, so got away from her there. The wind's starting to pick up here. It's a little chilly too. I think that's something that both of these teams are having to deal with this afternoon. Is it's a little chillier than it's been the last couple of weeks. Next pitch fouled off to the right. So a nice swing there by McKenna Chesser. She saw something there she liked, and now she's got the timing down for Madsen, and she's going to be waiting this next pitch here as the count is 2-1 here. 7-0, bottom of the first. The Lady Jays in control here. Here's the 2-1. Low that time, making it 3-1 now. So good eye from McKenna Chesser as she's being patient at the plate, taking her time, waiting for her pitch. Here's Madsen. Ooh, check swing, and no, she didn't go. That's a ball 4, so she is going to walk. She had a good eye. She almost swung at that one, but she pulled it back and didn't go halfway, so she is awarded a free base off the walk. And McKenna Chesser for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats gets on base. And now stepping in, the cleanup hitter, pitcher, Hannah Simon in the batter's box. Here's the first pitch from Madsen. Strike called. They throw down to first to check the runner, but not in time as Chesser gets back on base. 1 on, 2 out, bottom of the first. Hannah Simon's in the box. Here's the 1-0. Strike called, evening the count 1-1. They check the runner at first again, and I think McKenna Chesser knows what they're trying to do here. Madsen sets and deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is out number 3. So a runner left stranded, as that is the bottom of the first. We'll be back for the top of the second. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
We go to the top of the second here at Hamlet Park as the Oregon Davis Lady Cats are in a battle for Stark County against their county rival, the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. The Lady Jays put up 7 runs in the top of the first. Let's see what they can do here. The defense for the Lady Cats is going to have to step up here. So we'll see what happens here. We're so glad to be here as the Oregon Davis Lady Cats have just had a tough start here. We'll see how this top of the second goes for them, as I think that now that they've gone through an inning, they know exactly what to expect from each other, and they've already gone through the batting order, so they know what everybody has in store. So we'll see what happens here as big high five, or big wave from head coach Gary Baxter and the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. He's got nothing to be mad about. He's getting everything done the way he wants to have happen this afternoon, and he's in a good mood right now with his team up 7-0. And stepping into the batter's box, it seems like we've said her name a lot over the last couple of games. It's Molly Madsen, and she's going to be up for her second plate appearance of the afternoon. Molly Madsen actually brought a run home in the last half inning, as Madsen is a .296 batting average. This is her 32nd plate appearance of the season. And here's the first offering from Hannah Simon. Ball up and away. Got away from her that time. So Madsen steps back in. Here's the 1-0. And the ball hits Madsen, so she's going to take her free base here. And that is... So she's going to be on base now a second time today, this afternoon. So a courtesy runner now coming in is Pradke, number 25 for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. A courtesy runner on first, and stepping in is Elizabeth Schaponi, the cleanup hitter for the Lady Jays. Here's the first pitch. Down and inside, and there it goes past the catcher, and the runner advances. Courtesy runner Bradke gets to second, and now she's in scoring position for the Lady Jays yet again. Here's the next pitch from Hannah Simon. Ball up top, almost got away from Chesser, but she did a good job of bouncing up to get that one. So Hannah Simon, one on, nobody out, top of the second, she deals. Big hit into the gap, and that is definitely going to bring the courtesy runner home. Now turning for two is Elizabeth Schaponi. She's turning for three, and she's going to stop at third base. It's going to be an inside triple. Nice play for her, an RBI triple at that, as she brings another run home, making it 8-0 here in the top of the second. All Lady Jays here in this one. Seems like the last time we saw them, they had a tough time getting things starting out. Now they've got things down. They have gotten better as this season has gone on. A next pop-up fly. It's going to drop fair, and this is going to bring the runner home, and that is going to be an RBI single for Kennedy Dushak. Wow, nice play, and she's able to bring Schaponi home for another run. Now it's 9-0, and this game is just getting out of hand for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. Next pitch from Hannah up top, ball called. As this is Anna Garbison in the batter's box for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, the left fielder. Strike called, the runner goes to two. They try to tag her, but not in time, and sliding in easily. Nice play as Kennedy Dushak. So Dushak slides in to two. And here's the next offering from Simon. Runner in scoring position for the Lady Jays. Ball up top that time. As this is Anna Garbison. You know, we talked about Garbison in the last half inning. She is a .200 batting average on the year. This is her 32nd plate appearance, her second of the afternoon. And Simon deals. It almost got away from Chesser, but boy, she tracked that one down. She had to reach for the stars on that one, and she brought it in. And that kept the runner at 2, so good job by McKenna Chesser. Hannah Simon's having some trouble today, and it's the wind, it's the cool, and it's just all of the above today, dealing with the elements here. Next pitch from Simon. Oh, that one gets by Chesser. The runner goes to third, and that's going to be ball 4. Oh, man, she's going to take 2, and instead Simon goes ahead and holds it to keep the runner at third. So Hannah Garbison goes ahead and takes 2 on that one. My goodness, the pitch just got passed on ball 4, and she went ahead and turned to 2. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Lady Jays. The first pitch, strike called, as this is Gracie Minix. Minix struck out swinging at the last at bat. This is her second plate appearance of the night, as she has a .400 batting average. Only 7th plate appearance of the season. Big, ripped it hard right into the gap between right and center field. That's going to bring both of the runners home. And now turning for 2 is Gracie Minix. She's turning for 3. Oh, man, a triple, RBI triple for Gracie Minix. So she makes up for the first at bat and gets a triple out of the opportunity. And she is in scoring position and brings 2 more home, making it 10-0 here. And if the Lady Cats don't turn things on soon, it could be a 10-run game here in the 5th inning. My goodness, 10-0 here very fast in the top of the second. And Simon deals wild pitch over the head of McKenna Chesser, but she tracks it down in time. And staying at third is Gracie Minix. So she's standing next to head coach Gary Baxter, and he's telling her what he wants her to do. So she stays on third. And dealing the 1-0 to Reagan Hensley. Here's Hannah Simon. Oh, next pitch gets away from her, slipped out her hand, and that's going to get past the catcher. And here comes the runner home all the way, and scoring a run is Gracie Minix, making it now 11-0. My goodness. It's just been all Lady Jays here in this one. So 2-0 the count. Hannah steps back on to the mound here. Simon deals. Ball up top that time over the head of the umpire, as that makes it 3-0 the count now. Here's the 3-0. And she just missed the zone. Ball 4 up top, and that walks Reagan Hensley as she takes her base. And Emma Baxter, we go to the bottom of the lineup at the number 9 slot. Emma Baxter, the right fielder, she scored in the last up at bat. This is her second plate appearance of the afternoon. We have an infield timeout by infield umpire Karen Casey Carswell. Just wanted to see something, I think, as here's the next pitch from Simon. Seems like every time she gets ready to pitch, the wind just picks up out of nowhere. You can hear the wind in my microphone. I'm not joking. So next offering here from Simon. And ball up top that time, got away from her again. Good eye from Emma Baxter. She gets the call from Gary Baxter as she steps back into the batter's box here. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3 called here, and Simon trying to work with the elements here. Here's the 3-0. And it gets away up top, ball 4. And that's going to walk Emma Baxter for out number 2. So I'm not really sure what the infield umpire's calling. Dead ball, no pitch, and then the runner at first the last 2 times have been sent back to the dugout. I have yet to see that in any game, and I don't know if it has something to do with the 10-run rule or not. That's something I'm going to learn here in the next half-inning break. As the next pitch from Simon, they had a runner on first, and that's why the infield umpire called timeout and sent the runner back to the dugout. And then when Emma Baxter got on first from being walked, the same thing happened. So I'm not really sure what rule that is. It's obviously something. As here's the next offering from Hannah Simon to Sophia Chaffins as we went back to the top of the batting order here. You know, one thing we talk about in pitching is placement. But, you know, when you think about how a pitcher is pitching in softball, it's a lot different than pitching overhand. You know, pitching underhand, you've got to get that swing in just right as the next one's up top ball. And McKenna Chesser calls time. She wants to talk things over with Hannah Simon here, give her a little confidence boost. As it's just not been the afternoon that she would have liked to had. The infield comes in to talk with her. And I think the head coach is coming out here to talk with her as well. It's just been a tough afternoon here. Everybody's giving her a confidence boost, patting her on the back. They support her. And it looks like they are going to sub her out. And they are going to, let's see who they bring in. Let's see who they sub in to Hannah Simon here. And now they're having a little bit of a conference in the infield here with the umpires. Very interesting. Still learning here, as we're going to see Kendra McDaniel, number 10, Kendra McDaniel, go out to right field. And Hannah Simon will come out. And then now on the mound is number 25, Nova Gregory for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. So 73 pitches is what Hannah Simon threw this afternoon, unofficially. And they go ahead and switch out their pitcher in the top of the second here with Nova Gregory on the mound now for the Lady Cats as she warms up here. So very interesting here. The last few moments here as it is 11-0 here at Hamlet Park. The North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays just got out to a hot start in that first inning. And then once they got back up to bat in the start of the second inning, they didn't look back. And that's exactly what's happened here. You know, I almost wonder if they come into this game knowing it's the cross-county rivalry matchup, knowing that, you know, both teams did not beat the Knox Lady Redskins this season. So, you know, you come into this game, it's another cross-county rivalry. You don't want to lose to both teams in your area, so you've got to come out ready to go. And I think the Lady Jays were just ready today to make something happen. As she's going to throw one more warm-up pitch, and we are going to see stepping into the batter's box for the Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre. Is Sophia Chaffins. So Sophie Chaffins, this is her third plate appearance of the afternoon. As we appreciate you joining us. As Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. Here's the first offering. Oh, and a big-time hit to second baseman for the out. Nice play as Sophia Chaffins ripped one right to second baseman Sasha Thompson, and she makes the out for the third out. And we go to the bottom of the second. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Welcome to Marian University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marian University. Marian's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marian University is ranked 3rd most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News & World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marian.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marian.edu/Ancilla.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Back at Hamlet Park, as we go to the bottom of the second, we're going to see Molly Madsen step back onto the mound as the Lady Jays were able to put up some more runs in that last half inning. It's 11-0 in this cross-county battle between the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays and the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. I am Mitch Columby, and you better believe the tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be here. Molly Madsen throws her last warm-up pitch here, and we are ready to go to the bottom of the second. We're going to see first up for her first plate appearance of the afternoon, Malaya Franklin, the center fielder, and she's going over some things with her head coach here. As in the last half inning for the Lady Jays, Molly Madsen got to work early, and she got out of her first appearance in the first. Boy, that was a tongue twister. First appearance in the first. She had 13 pitches, and she just got to work early. So she's going to the number 5 hitter here, as this is Malaya Franklin, the center fielder, stepping in. Madsen deals. Ball low that time, making the count 1-0 here. We see the sun starting to peek out a little bit, giving us some warmth here. Wanting to say hello in northern Indiana. Swing and a miss on the next offering. Strike one, 1-1, evening the count here. As Madsen, she's got some heat there. As a freshman, she is very impressive on the mound. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss inside. Strike 2, and another good placement by Molly Madsen. We had a chance to talk to her dad a couple of weeks ago, and he said this is her sport. This is what she loves. Molly Madsen loves softball, and so far she's showing it as she throws one right down the middle. A swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 1. And Malaya Franklin definitely wanted that one. It looked good too, but she just couldn't make contact for out number 1. And now we're going to see number 11, Sarah Thompson, step into the batter's box. Thompson as here's the first pitch from Madsen to Thompson. Swing and a miss, strike 1. As Sarah Thompson, one of those very good basketball players for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. We saw her do so well in her freshman year. The future's very bright for her. As here's the next pitch from Madsen. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Thompson in a pretty cool batting helmet. She's in a pink helmet. Most of the players are in dark black. Swing and miss on the third opportunity, and that's a strikeout for Molly Madsen, as she is doing a good job commanding things on the mound for out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. We are going to see stepping up to the plate Sasha Thompson, the 7-slot hitter, second baseman. As Sasha steps in here. Madsen deals. Ball up top that time. Next offering from Madsen. Strike called. Here's the next pitch from Madsen. Inside, strike called. She let it go by for strike 2 here. 1-2's the count. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is out number 3 as we go to the top of the third. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Wanting something more sporty? Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Have you ever wondered how much I could sell my vehicle for? Well, Auto Park Chevrolet GMC can help with that. We're looking to buy your vehicle. It is a quick, simple process that puts money in your pocket. Stop by the Auto Park on Oak Road for one of our sales professionals to assess your vehicle and have a cash price for you in moments. If you're looking to trade, we have stacks of inventory for you to choose from, or you can walk away with a check in hand. Don't hassle with listing on Marketplace or waiting forever to sell it privately. Let us make you an offer today. Auto Park Chevrolet GMC. Check us out at www.autoparkchevroletbuickgmc.com or call 574-936-5590 or come to see us next to Walmart in Plymouth.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver's Portside Marina. Spring is here. Get your boat serviced and ready for the summer. Call them at 574-842-5000. We appreciate them and their support toward continuing the tradition. We go to the top of the third as stepping into the batter's box is number 24 for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Kenya Cooper. First offering from Nova Gregory is a ball outside. Here's the next pitch for the 1-0. Up top, ball 2. As Kenya Cooper, this is her third plate appearance of the afternoon. She's a .292 batting average. The next pitch is a ball. So 3-0 the count here. And Cooper digs in. Her 33rd plate appearance of the season. Here's the 3-0. Big hit, ripped it to left field, and almost making a play is Sarah Thompson, but it hits her glove and off onto the ground. And now turning for 2. It's going to be now turning for 3. Oh, man, she is going all the way home for an inside the park homer. Is this going to happen? Oh, my goodness, another one. Kenya Cooper, an inside the park home run. And it's going to be hard to pick out the play of the game in this one. We've had 2 of those in this game alone. Kenya Cooper. So the next pitch as Molly Madsen steps into the batter's box, and I think she just tried to bump that one, and it was a missed opportunity, so strike 1 there called. Strike called on that one. Oh, 0-1 the count here. Or 0-2, excuse me. Rips one to right field, and it's going to drop in the gap for Molly Madsen. She's going to turn 2. Now she's going to turn 3. Oh, my goodness. Is this going to be another inside the park home run? And it is. Molly Madsen's going to come home in this one. Another inside the park home run. And Molly Madsen brings one in. That makes the score 13 to nothing now. Unofficially. We don't have a scoreboard to go off of, so I'm just keeping track with what I can. I believe it's 13 to nothing. So now stepping in for the Lady Jays with no outs and nobody on. Foul ball called. This is Elizabeth Schaponi, the cleanup hitter. This is the part of the lineup you desperately don't want to be in. And a big hit. It's going to get to left field, and it's going to be dropped in. Nice play for a single by the cleanup hitter. And a nice job by Elizabeth Schaponi. As I got corrected, it's actually 14-0 now. 14-0. I appreciate you. As the Lady Jays leading this one with no out, one on here, and one in. This is the number 5 hitter, Kennedy Dushak. She swings on the first pitch. It gets through. Oh, picked up. Nice play by the shortstop, but getting to first safe is Dushak. So a single as she moves the runner forward to scoring position. And now stepping in is number 13, the 6 hitter, Anna Garbison, the left fielder. This is Garbison's third plate appearance of the afternoon. Here's the first offering. Ball outside. It gets past McKenna Chesser. This moves the runners forward. Now both runners are in scoring position here. Here's the next pitch. Oh, ripped one, and it stays fair. It's going to bring both of the runners home. There's run 15. Now here comes run 16. And stopping at second. No, she's turning for 3. Oh, my goodness. She's going to do an inside-the-park home run as well. Oh, man. 3 more runs to add to the score. My goodness, the Lady Jays came to play today. Is that an inside-the-park home run? And also she brings 2 runners home with her. Wow. My goodness, this is getting out of hand here. First pitch to Gracie Minix is a tip foul, as that was Anna Garbison doing a heck of a job inside the park home run. Next pitch, ball called. Next pitch fouled off to the left side. So no outs here, as this is the top of the third here. Next pitch offered, a ball up top. 2-2 the count now. That evens it up. Gracie Minix in the box. Next pitch, strike. Called, and strike 3. She couldn't believe it. Her jaw about hit the ground, and that's an out. Gracie Minix strikes out her second time. But if you remember that last at bat, she brought a couple of runs home and got a double out of that. So she goes down on strike that time for out number 1. Now here's a chopper on the next pitch to first. Oh, and she couldn't pick it up. It was the first baseman, Kendra McDaniel, to try to make the tag at first. Or Sasha Thompson, excuse me. Sasha Thompson at first. And she couldn't pick it up, and getting on bag in time. So now here's the next pitch. Emma Baxter, a nice rip down fair. It stays fair. She's going to turn 2, and she is going to stay on second. So a nice double from Emma Baxter here, as she has gotten on base 2 out of the 3 times. No, I think every time she's been up to bat today. She's doing an excellent job, Emma Baxter, and now she's standing in scoring position. And we go back to the top of the lineup, to see Sophia Chaffins, the catcher here. As we are going to take a break so I can find out what in the world's going on here. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking. in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Back at Hamlet Park, we have some clarification here. As in softball, we've talked about it. You can't have a lead. You have to keep your foot on base, and that's why those runners on first were sent back to the dugout. They got a lead before the ball left the pitcher's hand. So infield umpire Karen Casey Carswell's making those calls in the infield of what she's seeing. As now we go to the bottom of the third here, and stepping into the batter's box is number 25, Nova Gregory. And Molly Madsen steps in. Gregory, a left-handed batter, so left-handed or right-hander. Strike called immediately. Molly Madsen gets to work. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 that time. A little bit outside. Nova thought she could make some contact on that one. That's unfortunate. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 1. Here at the bottom of the third. 17-0. It's been all Lady Jays in this one. So we're going to see the number 9 hitter, number 20, Maria Linares, the right fielder. First pitch, strike called from Molly Madsen. She's doing a great job. She had 13 pitches in the first inning, 11 in the second, and now she's on pitch number 5 coming our way here in the third. And a good eye from Maria there as a ball inside, evening the count there. Here's the 1-1. Strike called inside corner. Perfect placement from Molly Madsen. She's loose out there. She's feeling good. She just smiling, looking over to the dugout. They're feeling good this afternoon. And a dead ball. It hits the batter. And that's going to give Maria on base. So she takes her free base. And we go back to the top of the batting order. Katie McCallum for her second plate appearance of the afternoon here in the third. And she's got a pink helmet as well. Here's the first offering from Madsen, called strike. Madsen just knows what she's doing out there. This is the second time we've seen her on the mound this season. She does such a commanding job. As there's a ball outside. So 1-1 here. Here's the 1-1. Tip foul and almost went over the fence up above us here. As she got some contact on that one, making the count 1-2 here. Here's the pitch. Ball up top called. Evening the count at 2-2. McCallum, a 167 batting average, is her 22nd plate appearance of the season. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and she goes down swinging for out number 2 here in the bottom of the third. 17-0, all Lady Jays here at Hamlet Park in Hamlet, Indiana. I'm Mitch Columbi, so glad to be here for you on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. First pitch from Madsen to Haley Simon is a called strike. Simon, number 17, the shortstop for the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis. Next pitch fouled off to the right. As Simon's a 286 average on the year. This is her 18th plate appearance on the season. She has 4 hits and 3 runs on the year. So here's the 0-2 from Molly Madsen. Get out of this half inning here. And it's a hit right to the first baseline. It goes foul, though, and that brings the runner back to first. So that's Maria Linares trying to advance to second, but the ball goes foul, so she's got to come back to first here. 0-2 for Haley Simon. Madsen deals. Chopper right to first, and they are going to get the out. They throw down to second for a double play, but no, as that's out number 2 for the Lady Jays. No, out number 3, that's right. So that's the third out as we go to the top of the 4th. After this, you're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knoxville.
Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is proud to be our area's newest sales representatives for Pioneer Hybrid Seed. This is Andy Awald. Pioneer offers top-of-the-line genetics, a complete portfolio including alfalfa and wheat seed, and cutting-edge seed traits and technologies. Combined with exceptional financing options, Pioneer provides the total package, one that we are proud to be able to offer our customers. If you are currently working with a Pioneer sales representative, you have made a good choice. If you aren't, let Farm Fertilizers and Seeds show you how Pioneer can work on your farm. Call us today at 867-2441 to answer any of your questions.
Top of the 4th here at Hamlet Park in Hamlet, Indiana. Beautiful Hamlet, Indiana, as the sun's peeking through the gray clouds today. We saw some rain this morning, but it dried off just in time for this beautiful game to happen, as this is the battle for Stark County. The Oregon Davis Lady Cats hosting the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. It's the top of the 4th, 17-0, and the Lady Jays are in control. Stepping into the batter's box for the Lady Jays here. We still see on the mound, though, real quick, is Nova Gregory on the mound for the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis, and now stepping in is number 22, Sophia Chaffins, back to the top of the batting order for the Lady Jays. Nova Gregory on the mound, and she's set to deal. First pitch hit by Chaffins. They throw over to first to get the out. Overthrown, and now Chaffins is going to try to take 2. Oh, and she gets there safe. So it was overthrown to the first baseman. Then she threw back to the shortstop, number 17 on Oregon Davis, Haley Simon, and I thought she got the tag at 2, but no, they say she's safe. So Chaffin slides in, and now she's in scoring position for the Lady Jays. And here's the next offering. Good eye there. Ball down and away, as this is number 24. Kenya Cooper, the shortstop. Cooper, her 4th plate appearance of the day. She's a .292 batting average on the season. As here's the next offering from Gregory. Ball up top. Here's the next pitch from Nova Gregory. Ball up top that time. So that's 3 balls now. Next pitch from Gregory. And a nice line drive down to the shortstop. She throws over to first to get the out, and it drops out of the mitt. So safe on an error is number 22, number 24, Kenya Cooper. So now we see Molly Madsen step back into the batter's box, as she had a really good hit already in this game. And she steps back in here. Digs in, and here's the pitch from Gregory. Runners on the corners for the Jays. Ball outside corner that time. We'll see if they try to take two here as they've got runners on the corners. Cooper on first. And Chafin's on third. Ball inside, almost grazed Madsen as she let it go by for ball number 2 here. 2-0, Gregory deals. And it goes foul. She ripped one down the left field line, and that brings the runners back. And Madsen's going to dig back in here. Two and one the count now. Molly Madsen digs back in, and Nova Gregory set to deal. Ooh, she read it, and it gets through the gap. And Gary Baxter is telling his runners to stay on base. So there's got to be a reasoning behind that. As he keeps the runners on base, it could have brought a couple home, but no, he tells them to stay, and that makes the bases loaded here. And stepping in now is Elizabeth Chaponi, the cleanup hitter. Strike up top called that time as it's 0-1, and Gregory gets ahead in the count here. 0-1 the count here, bases loaded, nobody out here. In the top of the fourth, swing and a hit to the gap, left center field, and it's going to bring one run home, and then head coach Baxter keeps his runner on third. So the base is loaded still as Sophia Chaffins brings another run home, and I believe that makes it 18-0 here in the top of the fourth. 18-0. So, bases loaded. Nova Gregory steps back up onto the bump, and she deals. Ball down and away that time as Kennedy Dushak is now in the batter's box, the number 5 hitter. Second baseman for the Lady Jays. Dushak, a .323 batting average. This is her 38th plate appearance, or 39th plate appearance of the season, I should say, is the next offering from Nova Gregory's a called strike. Here's the pitch from Gregory. Pop up, fly high, and we'll see if there's a play on it, and the first baseman is going to make the out. Nice play by Reagan Hensley, and she gets the out. And it keeps the runners on base, fully loaded here, top of the fourth. As Chambers is going to come in and hit for Anna Garbison now. Anna Garbison had that big-time triple, double RBI. I mean, she brought in 2 runs and RBI triple to last at bat. But now, instead of her, we are going to see number 11, Chambers, step into the batter's box here. Strike called on the first pitch. Chambers, this is her 5th plate appearance of the season in total, as she is a sophomore. Next pitch from Gregory, swung on and fouled. Oh-2 the count here. Nova Gregory kicks and deals. Got away from her that time. Ball up top. Base is still loaded here, top of the fourth. Next pitch from Gregory. Ripped, and it goes foul down the left field line. So Chambers digging in here. Right-hander to right-hander. No, right-hander to left-hander, excuse me. Gregory, a left-handed pitcher. 1-2 the count here. Here's the 1-2. Inside, and it gets past the catcher, but she runs to first to take her base, but she's out. As that will be out number 2 for the Lady Cats. And it looks like we will have Pradke coming in for Gracie Minix here. So Gracie Minix will not be at this plate appearance in the 7 slot. Instead, we are going to see Pradke, number 25, and the first offering to her, left-hander to left-hander here. Pradke, this is her 3rd plate appearance of the season, as head coach Baxter is getting some of his underclassmen some very important opportunities here, as Pradke's a sophomore as well. Some of his underclassmen, some big-time varsity moments here. Good eye on the next pitch as it's a ball up top from Nova Gregory here. That was Gregory's 18th pitch of this half inning. Here's 19. Ball low and in. It's turned out to be a chilly afternoon into the evening here, but no rain, and the wind has died down. Ball up top that time. As another good eye from Pradke. Next offering from Gregory. And ball 4, that walks Pradke, and she takes her free base, and then bringing a run home is Kenya Cooper. So another run scores for the Lady Jays, as I believe it's 19-0. So now we're going to see Boyd coming in for Reagan Hensley. Boyd, first time we've seen her today. As here is the first pitch to Boyd from Gregory. Ball outside as they have Molly Madsen on 3rd. Elizabeth Schaponi on 2. Strike called on the next pitch, and Pradke on 1. So that evens the count at 1-1 here. 2 outs here, top of the 4th. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Up over the head of the batter. And that keeps the runners on base. As our catcher here is Hannah Simon, who started the ball game on the mound, and now she's doing a good job behind home plate. Here's the next offering from Gregory. A ball inside that time. 3-1 the count here. Swung on a nice pitch there and got some contact from Boyd. Nice swing. But it popped foul, and that makes the count full here. 3-2, and Gregory has an opportunity to get out of this inning. Top of the 4th here, 19-0. The Lady Jays in control. Next offering. Swung and missed. Strike 3. And that is out number 3, as we will be back to go. Well, no, excuse me. It is the 4th inning stretch. Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is part of the broadcast this evening. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660. Serving the local area since 1936. We appreciate them and their support toward continuing the tradition here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Continuing the work here at Hamlet Park as we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's all Lady Jays, 19-0 here in this one. as we see the Oregon Davis Lady Cats ready to swing the bats here in the bottom of the fourth. They need to get something going fast here. As I'm Mitch Columby, so glad to be here for you as Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI will always be here. Molly Madsen throws her last warm-up pitch. And now stepping in will be number 5, McKenna Chesser, who got on base at her last at-bat. Unfortunately, she was left stranded, so we'll see if she can make something happen here. Molly Madsen still on the mound for the Lady Jays, and McKenna Chesser in the box. Swung and fouled off over our heads behind us, so that's strike one now, the count. Today's game is brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition here on WKVI. Next pitch from Molly Madsen, strike called, and that's 0-2 now ahead of the count. She's right where she wants to be. McKenna Chester's going to have to dig in here, keep an eye on what the next pitch from Madsen will be here. Madsen smiling, dealing, popped up, foul over our heads again, and it's going to go behind the visitor dugout here at Hamlet Park. You know, a lot of these inside the park home runs are to the fact that I think the outfield's a little deeper than some of the other softball fields that we have visited this season. When the ball goes all the way back to the fence, that just gives more time for these runners to get around the bag. As that next hit's a chopper to Molly Madsen, and she throws over to first to get out number 1 here. A nice play by Madsen over to the first baseman, Reagan Hensley, for out number 1. And now that brings up Hannah Simon. So Hannah Simon now in the batter's box. We see Malaya Franklin on deck. Simon, the cleanup hitter for the Lady Cats here. As here's the first pitch from Madsen to Simon. Ball low and away. Good eye from Hannah Simon there on that one. It's just one of those nights, it just doesn't feel like a Friday evening for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Something in the air. Big ripped hit all the way back to center field. It's a big time hit from Hannah Simon. She's turning for 2. She's going to get a double out of this one. Now she's turning for 3. She's going to get a triple. Oh, man. And she's going to stop at 3 there. Big time play from Hannah Simon. And the Oregon Davis Lady Cats might be down 19-0, but they are making noise. And that's exactly what you've got to do. You can't give up, and you got to keep on fighting. And that's exactly what Hannah Simon did there. And that's what we're talking about. The outfield is so far back that if it gets back to the fence, you've got time to get around to 3 here. So, depends on what side of the ball you're on, I guess. If you're hitting, you would enjoy it. If you're playing defense, you probably don't like the balls getting all the way back to the fence like that. But that just gives the runners more time to get to 3. As now an errant pitch over the head of the catcher, and Hannah Simon is going to score, bringing home a run for the Lady Cats. A big-time play, and Hannah Simon has something to say about it. It's now 19-1. The Lady Jays still in control, but the Lady Cats are letting the Jays know they're not going down quietly here, as that's a nice job by the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis here. Next pitch from Madsen's in the zone. Strike called, as this is Malaya Franklin in the batter's box. Next offering from Madsen. Swung and missed. Strike 2 called, as it's now even the count 2-2. Franklin, a .444 batting average. She swings on that one, and it's foul ball off to the right here. But yeah, as I mentioned, Franklin, a .444 batting average. This is her 13th plate appearance of the season. She has 4 hits and 2 runs. Here's the 2-2 from Madsen. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is out number 3, as we will be back for the... No, that is out number 2, excuse me. They were heading for the dugout. I thought that was the end of the inning, as No, that was out number 2. So now stepping back into the batter's box for another try is Sarah Thompson here, the 6-hitter. She swings and pops a foul off to the right there from Madsen. She can't count Sarah Thompson out. She's very athletic, especially for a freshman. Here's the 0-1 from Madsen to Sarah Thompson. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Next pitch down and low. Ball called there. Good eye from Sarah Thompson. As here's Madsen's pitch. Ooh, chopper. And it goes under the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jay bus and goes across the street into the neighbor's yard. That was a rip. So here's the next offering from Molly Madsen to Sarah Thompson. Low and it hits the dirt. Good eye from Thompson. That's a ball. Two and two the count. And she steps back in, being patient with this at-plate appearance. Here's Madsen. Fouled, tipped off of that one. I think Thompson's got the timing down here. She's watched Madsen enough now to know what she's going to bring. So she's keeping an eye on Molly Madsen here as she's digging in. 2-2 the count. Madsen deals. Ooh, chopper down the right side, right field line, and it goes foul. So Sarah Thompson's putting in the work here on this one. She's smiling as she got more and more of that one, and Madsen gonna have to throw something special here. 2-2 here. She swings on it. It's going to stay fair. It stays in the infield, though, and they throw down to first to get the out for out number 3. As we will be back to go to the top of the 5th. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Back at Hamlet Park, live and in person. Mitch Columby here. We're so glad to be here, hanging out with some friends at Hamlet Park. Oregon Davis Lady Cats scored a run, but it's still 19-1 as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays are in control of this one, and they have some more opportunities to put runs on the board here in the top of the 5th. But in the bottom of the 5th, if the Lady Cats don't get within 10 runs, that will be the end of the ball game. As I've learned so much in the last few weeks covering softball here. We're so glad you've joined us as it is Friday night softball action here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. We're having a fun time. Hey, the score might not reflect that, but we do enjoy getting out to these ball games and just seeing the people we know in the area. It's always fun to get to our area schools, our 8 area schools in the Kankakee Valley. We so do appreciate all that they do in providing us excellent sports and entertainment, as there are a lot of good athletes here in this area. As here's the first pitch from Nova Gregory, and it's a ball called. This is number 1 in the batter's box, Frederick. So Frederick has now stepped up to the plate for the first time for the Lady Jays this afternoon. As here's the 1-0 from Gregory. Swing and a hit right to the second baseman, right into the glove, and it's dropped out, and she's going to get to first easily on an error. So, couldn't grab it there, and getting to first easily was Frederick. So now she's on base, and now stepping in back to the top of the batting order, Sophia Chaffins. Swing and a miss, strike one on the first pitch there. Gregory ahead in the count here, 0-1. She deals. Swing and a chopper to third base. McCallum throws to second to try to tag the runner, but no, not in time. And that will be a single, and she moves the runner forward, so a nice job by Chaffins on that one. And now we see stepping back into the batter's box number 24, showed bunt. That is Kenya Cooper, the shortstop. Showed bunt, but she pulled it back in time for ball one here. 2 on, no out. Top of the fifth here at Hamlet Park, 19-1. Bunt shown again. She's going to bunt to move the runners forward. She's going to get to first, and they call her out. So that's out number one. A nice play by the Lady Cats to get the runner at first, but that advances both runners, and now they are both in scoring position, and Molly Madsen's going to step into the batter's box. So Frederick's on third. We see Sophia Chaffins on 2, and Molly Madsen in the batter's box to do some damage here with 2 in scoring position here. She shows bunt. She does bunt. Here comes the runner home, and they are all going to be safe. So Molly Madsen gets the first, and then Chaffins gets to third. Coming home is Frederick to score another run, and now it's 20-1 here. And now next up for the Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre, I believe, is Elizabeth Schaponi here. She has a jacket over her jersey, so I can't tell the number. But in order, it should be Elizabeth Schaponi, the center fielder here, and Molly Madsen on first. Strike called inside with Chaffins on 3 as well. Runners in the corners for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. If they just have shown what they have learned in the 2 weeks since we've seen them. They come out ready to go right off the top of the gate. And a hit gets through, and that's going to move forward Madsen. And now the bases are loaded for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. Now Kennedy Dushak's going to step in, the number 5 hitter. Second baseman. Dushak, a .323 batting average on the year. This is her 39th plate appearance of the season, her 4th of the afternoon. As there's a ball outside. Nice job by Hannah Simon getting in front of that one there. Little outside there for Nova Gregory. 1-0 the count here to Kennedy Dushak. Ball up top that time. Good eye from Dushak. 2-0 now. Here's the 2-0 from Gregory. She steps back onto the bump. Kicks and deals. Inside that time for a ball. Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Next pitch from Gregory. Outside ball, and that walks Dushak and brings another runner home, and that is Sophia Chaffins bringing another run home as it's 21-1 here. The count that I have, unofficially of course, 21-1 here. And the Lady Jays are in complete control, up by 20. Next pitch from Gregory. Ball outside as this is I believe Chambers. Ball outside. Oh, no, strike called that time. So good placement there from Nova Gregory. right in the upper right-hand corner. Next offering. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 called. 1-2 the count now. Here's the next pitch from Gregory. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And there's another out for the Lady Cats. 2 down, and stepping in is number 5, Gracie Minix. The third baseman, she went down swinging at the last at bat. 2 outs here. Top of the 5th, 21-1. First pitch to Minix. Strike called, upper right-hand corner. Same spot it was just a bit ago, right in that corner. Perfect placement from Nova Gregory here. Here's the 0-1. Ball low that time, evening the count at 1-1. Next pitch. Ooh, over the head of Gracie Minix for another ball. 2-1 now the count. 2-1. Bases loaded, 2 out, top of the 5th, 21-1. The Lady Jays in control here over the Oregon Davis Lady Cats in this Stark County rivalry. Next pitch, low and out. Low and away, excuse me. For ball number 3. 3-1 the count here, and Gregory's going to have to get one in the zone here. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a pop foul. Hits the fence right behind us. You hear the cheers from the Lady Jays dugout as they do such a good job of cheering on their teammates. They've got certain cheers that you hear throughout the game. Pop foul over the dugout of the Lady Jays. Yeah, you hear the chants in the background. That's the Lady Jays, and it's almost like they have these pre-scripted chants. We're going to have to ask Coach Baxter about those. Those are pretty cool. Nice little rallying cries. As here's the next offering from Gregory. And that's ball 4, and she's going to take her base, and that brings Molly Madsen home off the walk, and that makes it 22-1 now for the Lady Jays, as it's just been all Blue Jays this afternoon here in Hamlet, Indiana. First pitch from Gregory to number 3, Reagan Hensley's down and inside, hits the dirt for ball 1. As today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Next pitch is a hit, and it drops into center field, and that moves the runners forward. Another score for the Lady Jays, making it 23-1. My goodness, it's just getting away now. So, dead ball, runner stepped off the bag before the pitcher threw, and that's the top of the 5th. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we've been serving family farms for over 130 years. We've seen our customers succeed in good times, pull through in tough times, and we've learned some lessons along the way. So we appreciate the customers we have today by finding the solutions they'll be looking for tomorrow. Are you ready to talk about your farm operation? Stop by a branch or visit us online at ffbt.com. First Farmers Bank and Trust. Equal Opportunity Lender. Member FDIC.
We are set and ready for the bottom of the fifth here at Hamlet Park as the Oregon Davis Lady Cats have got to do something here in the bottom of the fifth. They are down 23-1, and they have got to get within 10 runs to keep this game going. If they don't, it will be over, and the Lady Jays will have won this Stark County rivalry. I'm Mitch Columbi. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI here on Friday night. Softball action in the spring. What a fast year it has been. My gosh, seems like just yesterday I was preparing for football games on Friday nights. And time has just flown, and here we are in late April. May starts next week. It's just, where has time gone? My goodness, as we're hanging on by a thread here in the bottom of the fifth. The Oregon Davis Lady Cats have number 3 stepping into the batter's box. This is Sasha Thompson. As the first offering from Madsen's a strike called upper right-hand corner. Nice placement from her as Sasha let that one go by. Here's the 0-1 from Madsen, getting right to work. Swing and a miss, strike 2, same spot, and that's why Sasha had to swing at it. She knew it was going to be in the zone. 0-2 the count from Madsen. Wheels and deals. Inside, ball called 1-2 now. Here's the count, and we're in the bottom of the fifth. 23-1's the score. The North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays have dominated this game from the start. Here's the next pitch. Strike 3 called, and she let it go by. Sasha Thompson strikes out, and that is out number 1 for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. And the infield comes together to high-five each other as they are 2 outs away from closing this game up and getting on the bus and going home. This is number 25, Nova Gregory, in the batter's box here. As here's the first pitch from Madsen in the zone. Oh, I guess I didn't hear the call on that one. So we will see what the next pitch here from Madsen is. It looked good from here, but I have a bad angle, so I can't quite see it the right. There's a strike called there. So that's 1-1 now, the count. First one was a ball, just a little outside. Here's the 1-1 from Molly Madsen. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 the count here. And a chopper right to the shortstop. It hits off her glove. She throws over to first to get the out. And she does, just in time. A nice play by the shortstop, Kenya Cooper, and she threw it over to Reagan Hensley to get the out. That's out number 2 here in the bottom of the fifth, as the Lady Jays are 1 out away from closing this game up here, unless Maria Linares has something to say about it. First pitch to Maria gets away from Madsen there as it slipped out her hand and over the catcher's head for ball number 1. Maria Linares, the right fielder, as this is her third plate appearance of the afternoon. Ball called low that time. Good eye from her. Next pitch from Madsen. This is Maria's 15th plate appearance, or 16th plate appearance of the season. Good eye there on that one. Ball 3. As Madsen behind the count here. That time called, and Maria let it go by. She shook her head. Yeah, she knew that was a strike. She just wanted to see if Madsen could put it there, and she did. So now Madsen sets and deals. Strike called again. So now 3-2, full count here. As this could be the ball game if Molly Madsen gets this in the zone here. Ball 4, and Maria's going to take her base. So got away from Molly that time. And now we go back to the top of the batting order, and Katie McCallum is going to step in here for her third plate appearance of the afternoon. First offering from Madsen to McCallum. Strike called, lower right-hand portion. McCallum, a 167 batting average on the year. This is her 23rd plate appearance of the season. Here's the 0-1 from Madsen, called strike 0-2. And here's the 0-2 from Molly Madsen. Outside, ball 1. Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. The 1-2 up top, ball 2, evening the count at 2-2 here from Molly Madsen. As this is Katie McCallum taking her time, being patient here for the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis. And now that gets away from Molly, a ball 3, so now full count now. As here's the 3-2 from Madsen. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the ball game here as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays win in big-time fashion, 23-1. We are going to take a break and come back for the Collins Insurance postgame show. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
23-1's the final as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays win in big-time fashion over their cross-county rival, the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, here at Hamlet Park. Tough loss for the Lady Cats, but a big-time win for the Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre. We hope to have a chance to talk with head coach Gary Baxter of the Lady Blue Jays here in a few minutes as we thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain agronomy, seed fuel, and LP petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. And we have with us head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Gary Baxter. Man, what do you call that? That was just, you guys had your way today, man.
Yeah, we had a tough week this week. We went 2-2 this week. We played a couple of tough teams in Pioneer and North Newton. We're improving, though.
That's what I said.
Yeah, we had a pretty devastating loss. We lost our senior and probably one of our better players, Kennedy Baxter. It's my daughter. Lost her to a pretty bad knee injury, and we're trying to find our identity right now as a team. So right there, what you saw is kind of like where we're at defensively. It's a very young defense. So right now we're just trying to get good reps and kind of find, like I said, our identity of the team.
Well, and what I was telling the listeners was from what we saw 2 weeks ago against Knox compared to today, I just thought that, you guys came out strong to start and you didn't let late in the game. The Lady Redskins came back late in the game.
Yes.
You stayed on it throughout the whole game, and I think you managed it very well from a coaching side of things, but I also thought that your players responded very well. And let's talk about when the ball goes, is this a deeper outfield than I think
Yes.
it's a little bigger than most of our softball fields.
This is a big field, and, just by looks at it, it looks like the field's a little over 200, and we had a shot today I think would have went out on any other field probably. I don't remember who hit it quite, but, you're right. We didn't quite hit well in the Knox game. We hung in there. We have a very good defense, but our offense wasn't where it was needed to be. During the Knox, I think that was our third game.
Yeah.
We weren't quite ready. We were
Right.
we were trying to get there. We just weren't, but the schedule lays the way it does.
Sure.
But you know what? Hey, I was glad you were there to, that was a good game. We went 9 innings.
Man.
You don't see a lot of those.
No, went to extra innings. But, this game, I've never seen so many inside the park home runs. I mean, and I think that the outfield being that far back, and then you saw Oregon Davis was able to get a hit out to the outfield, and then they were able to get a triple out of the play.
Yes.
So
it's a big field.
Yeah, it wasn't just that you guys were just that good. I think it was just, well, you are that good, but I just think also that the field had to play in the game as well, and it gave you guys more chances to get around the bags.
And to be fair to Oregon Davis, this is only their second year as a varsity, so they're learning, And sometimes when you get in games like this, it's a little difficult to manage a game, and I appreciate you saying that. It's hard to, stay sportsmanship, because they're learning as a program, and we're on this is our 25th year anniversary for Blue Jays softball, so we're a little bit ahead, but we're also behind other programs like Winnemac, Knox, things like that. We're trying to learn too and get better, and we're all a sisterhood together. I always say that, and all the teams, we just want everybody to have a good season, stay healthy, have fun, and thank you so much for coming out.
Well, you guys definitely clocked in today.
We were definitely clocked in today.
You got to clock out when you get back now, or do you just stay clocked in?
Some girls make it a habit to go in there and they clock out. This is funny. You'll like this. The other day we were having a tough practice, and it wasn't going well. And I pulled them to the side, and I'll go, hey, we're not in it. I go, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you guys came ready to play. And a couple of the older girls will go, hey, let's go re-clock in. And they went to the clock. They all clocked back in, and we had a good practice.
Lunch is over.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, we're on break. That's what they said.
Oh, man. Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming over and talking to us. A big-time win, 23-1 over your county rival in the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. I said in the pregame, both teams had lost to the Lady Redskins of Knox, and you don't want to come into this game and come lackadaisical. You want to take care of business because you want to make sure you're beating your county rival, and I think you did it. You took the job, and you got it done today, so congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to have a tough time. I'm going to have a tough time picking my play of the game. I don't know what play. I mean, that's
yeah.
How am I going to do it? I don't know.
There's some tough plays there, so luckily it's you who has to do it, not me.
All right, Coach, I appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy.
That's head coach Gary Baxter of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. Always appreciate getting a chance to talk to him. As I pulled him away, he didn't have a chance to talk to his team. I apologize for that. But Coach Baxter and his Lady Jays just doing a fantastic job as we are going to take a break here in the Collins Insurance postgame show and come back for our Stark County Co-op play of the game. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is proud to be our area's newest sales representatives for Pioneer Hybrid Seed. This is Andy Awald. Pioneer offers top-of-the-line genetics, a complete portfolio including alfalfa and wheat seed, and cutting-edge seed traits and technologies. Combined with exceptional financing options, Pioneer provides the total package, one that we are proud to be able to offer our customers. If you are currently working with a Pioneer sales representative, you have made a good choice. If you aren't, let Farm Fertilizers and Seeds show you how Pioneer can work on your farm. Call us today at 867-2441 to answer any of your questions.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
5 Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owner serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game.
Well, Stark County Co-op play of the game. This is tough. This is tough. There were a lot of plays that happened today in this game, and since I don't have my buddy Paul Dunn with me, he usually does a good job at this, but I think our play of the Stark County Co-op play of the game was that Anna Garbison inside the park home run. Not only was it an inside the park home run, it was I think the second inside the park home run for the Lady Jays, but the fact that she also brought in 2 runs along with that. So an inside the park home run plus 2 runs. We give our Stark County Co-op play of the game to Anna Garbison, and quite frankly, there were a couple plays there that we had saw. There was another inside the park home run, also a couple of triples. There were several players, so this was very hard to decide our play of the game today, but I'm giving it to Anna Garbison for that inside the park home run and also bringing in 2 more runs on top of that, just 3 more quick runs on top. It just kind of sealed the deal for the Lady Jays in winning this one, as we're going to take a break and come back for the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. And this is the Collins Insurance postgame show. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch.
It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game wears number 7 for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, and her name is Molly Madsen. What a complete game on the mound from her. She only allowed 1 run all game, and she can throw the heat, guys. Let me tell you this, as a freshman, you better be ready for her in the coming years, because Molly Madsen is going to have something to say about that, as we congratulate pitcher freshman for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Molly Madsen, on a fantastic performance and earning our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Hey, KVB Sports is back in action next Thursday as the Oregon Davis Bobcats Baseball Club travels to South Central to take on the Satellites of Union Mills. We will be going live at 4 p.m. Central right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and streaming online at WKVI.com. Miss the Saturday Sports Line? Don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. We also invite you to follow us on social media, on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Our final in this one, 23-1 as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays prevail. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. Sports. For our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Softball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver Portside Marina, Nepco Crane and Equipment Services specializing in mobile crane service, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, Ancilla College, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.